Yeah, look, it's a difficult place to come to, Perth. So, I don't think we've won here for quite a few years. So to come here, and we knew it was going to be tough, and give the boys credit, they dug in and fought hard, and got the 3 points.
Well, where do you think the turning point came? That first goal, was that the turning point, or maybe was it Mohamed Touré's second goal?
Yeah, I'd say the second goal was that sort of killed Perth off a little bit, and then the game, because it was hot conditions today, the game sort of just flattened out a little bit, and then then we had a little bit of interest in the last 5 minutes.
So you've got the chance now to actually cement third spot and maybe make a chase for Western United and Melbourne City up there. You've got 2 games at home coming up. You had obviously a few players out today. Was that for any particular reason? I mean, was that COVID booster shot still lingering on?
Yeah, look, Lockie Book tested positive in the middle of the week for COVID. Josh Cavallo, he took that heavy knock last week to the shin. We had X-rays on it during the week as well, but the bruising around his shin was just too much. He couldn't put any weight through his legs, so he had to miss. And we're still trying to get Zach up to a conditioning base that he can play. And with a long trip over here, with his not familiar with travelling like that, so we didn't want to take the risk of bringing him over here, with the unconditioned that he is a little bit, plus the travel.
And then I thought the 5 substitutions actually worked in your favour. You used them really well. They all played a part.
Yeah, look, it's full credit to the boys that have been doing the job, that have been coming off the bench. It has been all season. I don't know how many times one of our substitutes has come on and scored or done, provided an assist. So it's a testament to the playing group that they know what to do when they come on and do the job that we ask them to do.
You said earlier in the season that it was vital to grab points because of the potential backlog of fixtures, and we're seeing teams like Wellington that have to play an incredible amount of games up until the end of April. I mean, is this playing to your advantage as well?
Look, I think it's very difficult for all the teams that are having to play 3 games in a week or 4 games in 11 days or 12 days, whatever that is. And we're, I suppose, fortunate enough that we haven't had too many of those runs. We've got one coming up the week after next. But other than that, I suppose we're getting the points on the board, and the other teams have to chase us. It's easy to say that you've got games in hand, but you've got to win those games, and you've got to play against other teams that have them in hand as well. So not everyone can win. And it's going to be tough. I've said, I think 7 of our last 10 games now are going to be at home. So, we've, putting ourselves in a good position. And, if the boys keep working, I'm sure they will, make the finals. But it's still a long way to go.
Thanks, man.
George, do you want to go next? George, have you got any questions? Okay, we'll go to Erin in that case.
Nothing from me, thanks guys.
Okay. Nick, you haven't got anything, I take it, no? Okay, we'll go from the room, Matt.
Yeah, hi Carl, good win today. Throughout the week, and obviously today is the first game that you didn't have Stefan leading the team. Just wondering, has there been any sort of, did you notice any difference in build-up having Craig as the captain, and has that affected the team at all in the last week?
No, not at all. As I said, we've known Steph was going for a long time. So we've been preparing for that. And I've said all the way along that we've got a lot of leadership in this team. We've got 2 ex-captains still playing in the team as well. So there's a lot of leadership out there. And, Goody, leads from the front as well, the way that he plays. So, look, it's, as I say, at the moment, he tosses the coin, and, there's a lot of other boys there that help.
And Mo Toure, you mentioned the impact off the bench, but how he's adding goals to his game lately. Only a few starts though so far this season. Is he one that's sort of pushing in your thoughts to maybe start making that impact and start?
Yeah, look, Mo, as I say, he's, I don't think he hasn't turned 18 yet, so he's still a young player. Yes, he's physically strong and quick, but he still struggles to play more than 45 minutes. He doesn't have that conditioning in his legs yet. Constant pre-season trainings to play at this level for longer than that. Not for the way that he plays. We want him to play very direct, like he was today, and how he got his goal. Because when he's like that, he's very difficult to handle. And I think that for us at the moment, he's best suited to do that, because if I'm a defender and I see him coming on in the last 30-35 minutes, I think I'd be asking my coach to take me off.
And lastly, on Hiroshi up front, it seemed when Yankee went down early in the season, it was going to be a gaping hole to fill, and it sometimes can be a risk getting an international player arriving, especially not through the pre-season. You must be delighted with his consistent contribution.
Yeah, he's fitted in seamlessly with the group. I suppose we're fortunate enough that we've got 3 Spanish boys, and Hiroshi speaks perfect Spanish as well. So they've got a little quartet of Spanish guys, pretty much, even though he's Japanese. But the way he plays, it's his quality play. You can see his touches, the way he holds the ball up, the way he brings other players into the game. So we've been very fortunate to get Hiroshi to the club.
Just a question based off this fixture today. Was that a team that you put forward to play against Perth Glory, or was that a team that you put forward to play Adelaide United's best game?
Yeah, look, I said earlier in the week, Perth are a difficult side to play against because you're not sure how they're going to line up. They changed the formation around a little bit, so they've had a tough run. We knew that coming here, and we knew the first 25-30 minutes that we wanted to keep the game very close, not give them a spur on with the fans behind them. So the boys did that well, and to get the goal just right on half time, it was a great time to score. But yeah, no, we have a look at the opposition a little bit, but we try to stay the way that we want to play that sort of attacking football. And today, it was difficult. The conditions were difficult, and I say it's a very hard place to come in. I'm sure teams that Perth have got a run of games now at home, and I'm sure they'll make it very difficult for teams that come here.
Any other questions, guys? On Zoom? All right, we'll hold it there then.
Thanks, guys.